Very handsome today. Yes, that's true. Look at this guy. 244,000 views. That's fine. That's good. I don't have to double check it. It's 99.9% safe.
Yo, what's going on, Serpa Squad? Tanner here. In just a moment, we're going to be joined by one of my friends to do a little bit of a taste testing. I don't know how much of a testing it's going to be because my hypothesis is he's going to eat whatever we put in front of his face. But that's okay. This guy is specialized at eating, and I want to really show just how incredible he is. So why don't we go over what's on the menu, and we'll get
This is an automated Twitch message. This stream has been analyzed with a state-of-the-art deepface detector eye. Signs typical of a deepface have been detected in the upper right corner of the stream data. Please rectify this immediately.
Rectify.
Find from bugs to insects, and the first thing on the menu are these vacuum sealed items. I got two different types of dubia roaches, silkworms, and grasshoppers. As far as live items go, I have some baby dubia roaches, wax worms. I also have some small horned worms. Ideally, I would have let them grow out and get a little bit bigger because they can get quite large, but for the sake of this video, we'll just leave them small. I also have some night crawlers. We got super worms. And we also have what they turn into, which are darkling beetles, as well as small and large crickets, and we got a bonus item for dessert after all of that. And introducing a man that goes by many names. You know him as Sam, Sammy, or Samson. Introducing Samson, the African bullfrog. A few things before we get started. First is, you may be wondering...
I'm wondering, though, if this frog is overweight.
Hey chat, sorry, my voice is kinda raspy. Something is stuck in my throat. If I had to guess, it was too much coke last night. Anyways, that is enough of reacting. Now I'm going to play Hollow Knight. I repeat, I'm going to play Hollow Knight.
And then he woke up.
Why I'm wearing gloves. It's something that I do anytime I hold him for an extended period of time, or if I don't know how long I'll be holding him. It's just for his protection. I don't want to transfer anything to his skin, and frogs, they absorb everything through his skin, so it's just for his protection. You're not going to get warts or anything from holding him. And he is a frog, he's not a toad. Male African bullfrog. He's probably about 3/4 of the way full grown. I bet he'll get about another 2 inches or so long.
What the fuck?
He varies on width from time to time. Sometimes he's a lot wider than this, other times not. It just depends on how much he ate or how he's feeling, but he's getting a little bit restless here. I think he wants to eat, so why don't we go ahead and get some food into him. The first thing on the menu to get him stimulated are some super worms. I figured let's start out with something live just to get him into the mood.
What the fuck is so bad?
Kikone W watch this.
Under him, but
this guy would never survive in nature. He's getting outrun by a worm.
Now that he ate one, he'll probably readily accept more. It's just to get him started, you know. Ooh, with grace.
Isn't he sitting on one right now?
Such grace you have. Now that we got him going, why don't we move on to some of the vacuum sealed stuff? We'll get you some dubia roaches first.
Try to grab it.
I love it. It never gets old. He was eating the small ones. Why don't we move on to the big ones?
He's just swallowing it. That's a fat one.
Can we get an instant replay on that? What's happening here is incredible. Samson lunges toward his prey and in a fraction of a second flicks out his tongue like a hinge. It sticks to the target and quickly retracts it into his mouth. Then he closes his eyes to force the food into his stomach. Here you can also get a look at his odontoids. These tooth-like protrusions are used for various things, but in this case they'll lock on to prey items.
This can is
Needless to say, this is not an animal you want to get bit by.
But okay.
Alright, I think one more roach, and that should be good.
Dude, this frog is defect. His tongue is so short and it's not sticking. Why is it? What? He would never survive outside.
That one from earlier was hiding under him. Alright, well, just to finish off the dubia roaches, why don't we just give him a couple of these small ones?
I'm good on those, as if you can catch it. Don't pretend. He knows. He's not even gonna try, because he'll be humiliated.
We're gonna call it a dud on the baby dubia roaches. I think they might just be too small. He's not interested in them, so why don't we move on to the grasshoppers? Good boy.
I'm not watching 16 minutes of this. Show me the big guns.
We'll give him crickets.
Double.
Alright,
I wonder if they're alive in his stomach.
For a third
they probably are, right?
These
most of these. He's just swallowing them whole.
Oh, back on the menu.
At least the smaller ones.
Maybe I tricked him though. Maybe he thought it was a cricket. And now he's like, feels ashamed. Oh, no, I was gonna say maybe he feels ashamed that he ate it, but waxworms, alright. Maybe we can try one of these silkworms again.
Is it considered animal cruelty, overfeeding animals?
Alright, alright.
I'm unaware.
Alright, why don't we see how a darkling beetle does? Oh, didn't stand a chance. So the only remaining item that we tried,
I'm not talking about these animals, just animals in general.
Roach. Let's see if we can get them to try it.
I don't think it's animal cruelty. I mean, there's animal cruelty, and then there's like legally animal cruelty, right? I'm just talking legally.
Oh no, he's saying no. Alright, so my guy said that he's sick of all these snacks.
This is a warning for anyone who is squeamish. Skip ahead to the timestamp if you don't want to see Samson eat a mouse.
He wanted dessert. So I have a full adult mice here, full-size adult mice.
It's cruel not to feed that thing? No, I'm not talking about this thing. I'm talking about just animals, like pets in general.
And just like that.
God damn. Whole fucking mouse. I didn't know they ate that. Spaghetti. Ratatouille.
How about a few more worms?
Having some issues. The fuck? Well, they sure can eat a lot. That's for show, for show, for show, for show. Just Fabian.